News when you want it with Bloomberg News Now. I'm Amy Morris. There's your closing bell for this Friday on Wall Street, where flaring trade tensions between the U.S. and China sent shockwaves across markets, hammering stocks, oil, and crypto, while spurring a dash for the perceived safety of treasuries and gold. And, of course, we bring you closing numbers each day here at Bloomberg. The S&P 500 lost 183 points. NASDAQ down 820 points. The Dow is down 879 points. The 10-year Treasury yield at 4.05%. The 2-year yield at 3.52%. Bitcoin is down 3.25%. And NYMEX crude oil down 4.3%. Brent crude is down 3.8%. But looking at gold futures, that's up 1.5%, now hovering around 4,030. Let's see what pushed those stocks lower and sent traders to safe havens. President Trump now says he sees no reason to meet Chinese President Xi Jinping and threatened a massive increase of tariffs on goods from China, citing recent hostile export controls on rare earth minerals. Bloomberg News economic statecraft reporter Joe Doe says a face-to-face does matter.
The president being able to see Xi Jinping face-to-face, maybe a little bit of the bluster that we see kind of publicly posted can ease a little bit, and they can have a more pointed conversation.
Hear more from Joe Doe on the Bloomberg Intelligence podcast. The director of the White House Office of Management and Budget, Russ Vought, says layoffs in the federal government have begun. Former RNC Communications Director Lisa Camuso-Miller tells Balance of Power the timing of this is tone deaf.
I think it doesn't work in favor of Republicans. I think it hurts them more than it hurts the Democrats. I mean, the Republicans are in charge of everything, and now they're saying that there are going to be rifts.
It's not immediately clear what agencies or positions are part of these layoffs. Unions representing hundreds of thousands of federal workers have asked a judge to immediately stop the mass layoffs. The unions are asking the judge to bar OMB from ordering agencies to carry out the firings and issuing layoff notices before a hearing set for October 16th. And Senate Democrats have remained aligned on demands to extend health care subsidies and reverse Medicaid cuts. House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries.
We will sit down with anyone, anytime, any place here at the Capitol or back at the White House to reopen the government, pay our federal employees, and address the Republican health care crisis that is devastating the American people.
And despite the shutdown, which has forced a delay of a lot of economic data reports, the Bureau of Labor Statistics says it will publish the September 2025 CPI on Friday morning, October 24th. Consumer sentiment was little changed in early October as Americans expect little to no improvement in the job market or inflation. Consumers expect prices to rise at an annual rate of 4.6% over the next year. Joanne Shu is director of surveys at the University of Michigan. She says the government shutdown isn't having much impact on consumer sentiment yet.
At this time, we're not seeing a whole lot of evidence that the government shutdown, the federal government shutdown, is really weighing on consumers one way or the other. But it's only been about a week. It took a couple of weeks in 2019 for us to see an impact on sentiment.
University of Michigan survey director Joanne Shu tells Bloomberg TV that the reading at the end of October will provide a better idea of what impact, if any, the shutdown has. First Lady Melania Trump today announced 8 Ukrainian children have been reunited with their families after ongoing talks with Russian President Vladimir Putin.
8 children have been rejoined with their families during the past 24 hours.
Melania Trump in August wrote a letter to Putin and had her husband, the president, hand deliver it during his meeting with the Russian president in Alaska. Putin's invasion of Ukraine has resulted in Russia taking Ukrainian children out of the country so they can be raised as Russian. The International Criminal Court says it's issued warrants for Putin for war crimes. 19 people are missing and feared dead after an explosion at a Tennessee military munitions plant. Secondary blasts forced rescuers to keep their distance from the burning field of debris. The blast, which people reported hearing and feeling miles away, happened at Accurate Energetic Systems in rural Tennessee. No word on a cause. Venezuelan opposition leader Maria Corina Machado was awarded the 2025 Nobel Peace Prize for fighting for democracy. President Trump had lobbied hard to be awarded that prize. He called Machado today to congratulate her. That's news when you want it with Bloomberg News Now. I'm Amy Morris. This is Bloomberg.